Bleh. Hi. Hi everyone, welcome to K-Drama Hangout, your weekly review into your favorite K-dramas episode by episode. I'm Kat, and with me I have Melody and Sarai.
Hi.
Hi.
So today we will be reviewing Oh My Venus's Oh My Venus? So today we will be reviewing Oh My Venus episode 9 and 10. If you missed our review on episodes 7 and 8, go ahead and check out the link in the description box below.
Alright, guys, so here's your episode recap in 60 seconds or less. Joan learns about Young-ho's childhood and his knee, and we eventually see them two become an official couple as Young-ho declares to his friends and even manager Ming of their relationship. But the only person left out of the equation is his grandmother, who still tries to set him up with a woman from an influential family. As Young-ho studies up on the company, his uncle and Woo-shik try to make him sign off on a project, but get turned down, making an already awkward meeting even more awkward. Things get worse for Young-ho at the end of episode 10 when everyone finds out that he is John Kim.
What? I really loved that he went to her house whenever news broke of that or whatever. That was probably my favorite scene of all of it because I don't know, you just saw their relationship and how much they already depend on their relationship because this horrible news broke about him and he's the first thing he needed to do was go and see her face. He was and then he was now that I've seen your face, I can go or something like that. So I don't know, it was just really cool to already see how much he depends on her and her support.
He was like a puppy. It was so cute.
Soji-sub, oh my god, I love him.
And his little hoodie. He's like, I'm here.
I want to know how
you know, guys.
Come here. I love him so much.
So what is your OMG highlight moment from this week's episode?
Okay, so my OMG highlight moment thing of these two episodes was literally the Korean snake and Henry are floating around in the pool or whatever. First off, I was like, dang, Henry, okay. And then they're playing or the Korean snake's acting like he's gonna flip Henry over or something. He's like, oh, you want to be in the Marines, but you can't. You're scared of water. Anyways, and so then you hear this, and splashing around, and I legit was like, oh my god, not her again. Oh my god. And so the camera turns around and you still can't see who it is, but you know who it is. And so the Korean snake's swimming over there real fast, and I was like, no, just don't do it. Just let her drown. So he swims over there real fast and he pulls her out and he gets her up and he's call for help, and then he looks at her and I'm like, dude, why didn't you already know? And then he's like, really, her again? Literally as soon as she started splashing, before you even saw that there was another chick over there, all you could hear was screams. I was like, oh my gosh, it's her. She's getting on my ever-loving nerve. I just want to slap her and be like, chill out, okay? Go after him like a normal person, and maybe he'll give you some more time of day. But even though that scene really, the scene itself didn't get on my nerves. Just the chick got on my nerves. Even though that got on my nerves, I still definitely give these two episodes a print because, just their progression of their relationship is so natural and normal. At one point, when they were laying in bed and she was on the floor, and Young-ho was like, I saw you, I took your clothes off within the first 5 minutes of meeting you, and we can't lay in bed together. I was like, this is so real. If that actually happened in a relationship, they would be saying that. So I just like seeing the natural progression of the relationship that they have.
Anyways, So for me this week, my favorite scene of these two episodes are when they're just like sitting around the campfire and they're just talking or whatever, and they're trying to bond by confessing all their things or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like Young Ho just goes out and blurts like, "I'm dating Jun," and then Jun just looks at him like, "What? Why are you saying this? We not that kind of confession, fool." And then the best friend of Jun is just like looking at her like, "Why didn't you tell me this?" Hmm? Hmm? And then the other two guys, Henry and Korean Snake, they're just like, or what? What did you just say? Repeat your words. And then in my head, I'm like, yes, repeat your words. What did you just say? I mean, I know that y'all have been dating because I'm watching it from the outside, but still, what? I wasn't expecting you to say that. Nah. But, I mean, that was like probably my favorite scene out of all of it, along with some other stuff. But for some reason, like these two episodes for me were just really hard for me to like pay attention. I don't know if it's just like because I know they're interesting, but then for like me, I would just get like really distracted really easily. So they're kind of like a no go, but they're still good. So I don't know how to explain it to you. But yeah, so right.
Okay, so for me, my OMG highlight moment was when Joan was getting up in the morning and Young Young Ho comes and opens the door to talk to her, and they have like this little cute flirty moment where she starts pressing on her dimple and going, ah, like a dimple kiss, and then he's giving her a dimple kiss, and I just thought it was so cute how they kept giving each other dimple kisses. So now every time I see my family members, I always go, ah! Kiss. No, no, no. Yeah, one of those. So it's really cute. But overall, I mean, all the moments in these two episodes were really, really good. That one is my ultimate favorite, but I would give definitely a print to these two episodes. Very good storyline. It keeps getting better. I keep wanting to know more. The romance is so cute, and as Melody said, it's so there. It's so average. It seems like an everyday couple. I'm beginning to think that Joan and Young Ho are a very strong power couple because they're always there for each other no matter what happens. And I like that because you don't see that in many couples in dramas. They usually like split over a circumstance or something, but I see like they're together all the time, which is good. So, yeah.
Okay, so does anybody have any predictions for the future of these episodes?
For me, I think as soon as the grandmother finds out that she or Young Ho is dating someone that is not of an influential background, something will happen that will stir that relationship between them. I don't think that they're gonna break up, but I think it will definitely put on a little bit of a strain in their relationship. And I feel at some point like something's gonna happen to where former best friend is gonna get added into the mix because I feel like she's already trying to sweeten up Youngho. So I feel like that might happen where like, cause you know how like there's like the weird Korean dramas where like the grandmother won't approve of this chick, but she'll approve of the best friend and all that crap. But yeah, so I feel like that might happen. But I also feel like Henry might end up with current best friend. Only because they're like freaking cute together, and he was already at like the campfire. He was like, "Yeah, you're her best friend, so you're my friend. We're chingu. Yo, what up?" Hung
Yes,
out, and
I
I'm
love
like,
Henry.
"Yeah, I ship y'all."
Yes. Um, my prediction was actually came about whenever Sarai was saying, they're an average. I like how average they are, and they stay together all the time. I agree with that. But I do predict that at some point they're gonna have some sort of rocky road to get through. Like that's what I'm. Excuse me. That's what I'm interested in, like finding out because they do seem to have such a strong relationship and such strong communication. Like they communicate a lot with each other and they work stuff out with each other instead of assuming something and letting it boil, like we see in most K-dramas. So that's one reason, that's why I like this couple so much, because they do communicate. They don't, dance around the bush and assume crap and everything. So that's where I'm interested in figuring out how the bumpy road is going to come about, because they do communicate so well. But I do expect it to happen within the next like 4 episodes or so. How many episodes do we have left? I would say it probably happens in the next 2 episodes, because the grandmother tried to hook him up with that one chick again, and he explained to the chick, there's somebody else, or she was like, are you already thinking about somebody you want to marry? He's like, well, I'm not thinking about marriage yet because I've got other stuff I need to take care of, but there is somebody else, basically. So the grandmother, I think the grandmother is going to be the one that causes that as well. So I guess my predictions are kind of yours, Kat.
So my prediction has something to do with Melody's OMG moment. So that girl who is so annoying, I'm assuming the worst here, that she and Korean Snake are going to definitely end up.
Oh!
I know.
Oh!
I'm saying this because it's seeming that way. It's like he's annoyed with her, right? But he gives this look like,
yeah,
I'm a little interested.
I hate it.
And I hate it. Yes, I totally hate it because I don't like them two together.
I hate it.
I just don't feel she has any seriousness in her, and she's just way too silly, which is nice, but sometimes you have to know when to be like good and when to be playful and when to be like serious.
My friend called her a sleaze.
A sleaze.
Just saying. She said she's way too sleazy for him. I said yes.
Yeah, I think the Korean Snake needs someone who can deal with his mother issues.
Which we know is coming, because he finally made contact with her, which kind of another prediction. I assume that she must have given him up at birth or something for adoption at birth, because she had no idea who he was. So, yeah.
Yeah, and also, Melody, your prediction last week came true. And when I was watching the episode, I was like looking at her face. Is that the Joan's best friend's grandmother? I mean, is that her? Is that her? Is that her? I kept thinking. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it is her. It is her. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I caught on to it eventually.
I'm still curious
Does
as to
that mean that they're related?
What?
Does that mean Snake and best friend are gonna be related?
It could be.
No, it's Snake.
No?
It's Snake and the PD, because it's the best friend's mother-in-law.
Oh.
It's not her mother. It's the best friend's mother-in-law.
Oh, so it is the PD. Her ex-husband.
Her ex-husband's mom.
That makes sense.
Her ex-husband's mom. So it's this Korean Snake and the ex-husband who just released the secret about John Kim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm caught up.
But yeah, I'm still curious as to where things are going to go with the Snake's shoulder injury too, because he complains about that a lot. I mean, he doesn't like verbally complain about it, but he'll like kind of do this number right here.
But then he swam like no other whenever she was drowning. It was quite impressive.
Yeah, that. Just never mind. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Make sure and comment below with your thoughts. Let us know what you're thinking on these episodes and on our review. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share. If you want to follow any of us on social media, you'll find our links in the description box below. Come and hang out with us next week when we review episodes 11 and 12. We're getting closer. So until then, keep it dramatic. Bye. Anybody else got anything on the ending?
Look at Cat. Cat's gone.